Hello, Grumpy Old Fart here. Uh, I heard of an interesting article the other day on a number of different talk radio shows that I listen to. I want to say it was Rush Limbaugh and Steve Dace primarily, but I looked up the study itself and I read it, and this is my understanding of this study. You can look it up yourself. The study is titled "COVID-19 Antibody Seroprevalence in Santa Clara County, California." I want to get that right. I'll read that again. COVID-19 antibody seroprevalence in Santa Clara County, California. Okay. So I'm not just, talking through my ass here. This is my understanding of what had happened and my understanding of the study. Stanford University, which is a world-renowned university, these people have legitimacy. They did a study and found that the COVID-19 infection rate is far higher than was reported, but could also be far less deadly than initially believed. According to the study, the virus might have been here long before 2020, long before. And I know a lot of people who claim to have gotten sick, and I actually missed my first day of work back in November. I think it was November. I think so. But I only missed one day, and I was done with it. You know. But if that's the case, then there were a lot more cases of this COVID-19 than have been reported. And according to the study, it's 50 to 85 fold more cases than what we knew about. So there's a lot more cases. But because of that and the same amount of deaths, the mortality rate dropped significantly from 3.4% to 0.14%. So, or less. So, while there's a lot more cases, the mortality number stayed the same. Therefore, the mortality rate dropped. If this study is accurate, this puts the mortality rate of this virus on par with a normal flu bug. Maybe a little bit more, but not much. Not much at all. Not near what they said it was. It literally dropped from 3.4% to 0.14%, which is 0.04 times. So 4% of what they claimed. I've been saying this virus is a glorified flu bug. I've been saying it a long time. I have only missed one day out of 10 years on my job, and that was last November, and for being sick. And this fits in the Stanford study. And there's a lot of other people who are saying the same thing. Well, I was sick last year. Did I have it? And apparently it's been around a lot longer than 2020, so that fits what they were talking about. And they only did this study in Santa Clara County, but if it's nationwide, that blows this entire quarantine narrative out of the water. I honestly believe the Democrats are using this virus to destroy Trump's economy, to hurt him in 2020. And that fits what I've been saying for years, that Democrats want power, and they don't care how many people they have to destroy to get it. They will step over and around dead bodies to get to the White House, and they'll do it gleefully. Happily. Just keep in mind, y'all stay safe. I'm not saying we should ignore the quarantine, but because one of the things about this study that I as I understand it is this forced quarantine may be keeping us from developing a herd immunity, which would mean that this virus will stay with us for a long time because we'll keep getting it. That's my understanding. And if that's the case, this quarantine is actually doing more harm than good. But listen to your doctors, and don't, until it comes down to it. This quarantine apparently is getting close to being over with. And I heard this on Rush Limbaugh, and I believe it to be true. When they do lift all these restrictions, there's going to be more deaths from this, but we all know they're padding the deaths because they're, somebody dies of an automobile accident and they happen to have this. They died of the virus, So we know they're padding the deaths. So that being said, when this thing is lifted, there's going to be a death. At least one. We know that. And Trump's going to get blamed for that too. But it doesn't matter when we lift it, there's still going to be more. So, you can't do anything about it. There's nothing to be done about it. At any rate, you folks be safe, okay? I love everybody, and I want everybody to be safe. You folks have a good day. God bless one and all.